All right, everybody, I'm back with an impromptu video. It's been a while since I made one. Thanks for those that did stick around. I've got this supercharged Challenger back in. I did this car back early COVID. It's hard to remember, but I know there's a video up of when I did the supercharger piping setup and intercooler for it. It used to be the intro to the video, so you may have seen the car before. But it was in with he took it to the dealership, got a water pump put on, and it had a running problem after that. So he brought it back to me to look over it, and I just noticed a filter on it, and I had to video this because I've never seen a filter do this before. So here we go. You can see this is the filter he put on when the car was here. It was brand new. I mean, it's been a few years, but I've never seen one twist quite like this. At first I thought before taking it off, it may have been done by hand, but looking at it, it just looks like something in it gave out, and from pressure, the supercharger twisted it. I wanted to make the video because the filter is very specific. It's a very tight spot, so there's not like a lot of options when it comes to filters for the supercharger. I like to use K&N, I like cone filters. I don't like to use the foam filters on anything boosted because if that foam comes apart, it's going to get sucked into the compressor wheel and tear something up over a cheap filter. So I try to stick to the cone filters, and I know a lot of Corvette people use this filter and a lot of supercharged guys that have no space, but this one twisted for whatever reason. See how the little cyclone effect going on with it, and I'll show you the space, and I'll also show you the new part number because I tried calling K&N to order this filter again. I couldn't find it online. They changed their website, so you couldn't just put in the specs and the filter pop up. Did some Googling, and I saw a lot of people, upset because they couldn't find the part number. But I've got a new part number for the new replacement. But let me show you the space and the constraints of the car first. You can see again, this is a V6 Challenger. The charger is right up against the headlight. So it's not like you can put much of a filter on it as far as height goes. You're limited, so this is about all you can get in there as far as having a quality filter. You can barely even see it, but it's packed in there tight. All right, here's the old one next to the new one. If I remember correctly, these were, new, the same size, height-wise anyway. But for those of you that need it, it's an RU 4410. Same 3.5-inch inlet. I forgot the height, but it looks like maybe 5 to 6 inches. But it'll fit back in that space. But again, RU 4410. The K&N part numbers are actually on the top caps of the filters. I forgot this number. I got it written down up in the front office, but it was definitely no longer available. So I'll go ahead and get this thing put on the car now. This job's definitely skinny wrist friendly. If you got really big hands and wrist, you may want to get somebody else to do it. You got an access point right there and right here that you have to kind of get down there and work blind to tighten it back down, but it's now on there. It took about 5 minutes to put it on, but it probably took an hour and a half to get the old one off, just because whoever installed it last over tightened the bolt and ran the bolt up into the worm gear, and it was locked up. But yeah, it's on there. I'm gonna get the headlight and stuff back on, and not the headlight, but the headlight covers, and this should be good to go.